I'm going 3D World.
Wow.
I don't have too much to say on this.
Like Mario World was also it included. Just one sec.
One sec.
My mother has walked into the house unannounced.
Recording a podcast.
We're recording a podcast. Just 2 seconds. I'm actually going to
Go
shout
for
that at her.
Trying to talk about the Italian man.
Mother, be quiet when you come back downstairs. I'm recording my podcast.
Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Today, this is our first very special episode of RanKING, and I am Lauren Best. I'm also joined by Oliver Saville, Jacob Dickens, and Joel Loynds. Hello, everyone.
You didn't give us space to make
It's
noise.
me,
So
Jakio. Give you a little hint as to what we're going to be doing.
Today, we will be ranking Mario.
Oh.
That's
What do we
right.
mean by Mario, though?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Well, you're so welcome.
Well, Mario obviously has many spin-offs, which will not be included today because otherwise we would be here a whole calendar week. So we will be doing mainline platformers for our little Italian plumber today.
Sounds good.
I would like to already start the argument that Mario Tennis Aces is the strongest of all the Mario games.
That is not included today.
Belongs in this list regardless of spin-off status.
You see, Ollie, that's where you're wrong. It's actually Mario Teaches Typing for the PC released in the 90s. Before Charles Martinet became the voice of Mario. So it was just some random dude putting on a fake Italian accent.
I would personally go for Hotel Mario myself.
Mario's Missing is the better of the two Philips CDI games.
How dare you?
That is an argument for another podcast,
When
gentlemen.
we do our Philips CDI ranking.
Fuck that. I'm not doing that.
I'll play them all.
So, I have sent you all a fantastic little spreadsheet executed by yours truly. However, if you all glance at the spreadsheet, you will notice that there is one position with a question mark.
That's
yes.
We have a paper spreadsheet.
Yes, you also have this one on the screen, honey.
I would like the paper one.
The paper one is not. The paper one is not the same one.
I'm still stuck in physical media.
You are interrupting. This one has been edited. This is the final one.
Fine, carry on.
Thank you. So this is because obviously with a table tournament you need 16 or 32, etc. And we actually had a few more. So we're gonna have to do a quick shit fire round to get rid of some of the shittier ones to decide who gets to take that question mark space.
We're gonna pick out the dingleberries.
That's right.
So this is gonna right. Well, you've just named whichever one is the question mark is now dingleberry
It's now
space.
the dingleberry
So
pick.
shitfire round to decide the dingleberries. Is
Go
everyone
for it.
ready?
I am ready for it.
Take it away.
Please decide me the best between new Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. 2 Japanese release.
New Super Mario Bros. Fuck the two original Mario Brothers.
I would also agree with that.
Because I actually have that one on DS and I have fond memories of that one.
Okay, can I give some preface before... I know it's the shitfire round, but let me just give some preface. There is a video on our YouTube channel that will elaborate how bad I hate the original Super Mario Brothers.
Bam, there's a plug.
Joel's very passionate about this.
Yeah, there's a plug. That game has aged horribly. Guess what's not aged horribly? The game made in 2005.
You don't say.
Correct.
Exactly.
10 points to Joel Indoor.
Don't provoke the man.
Don't
Triggered.
provoke me.
Okay, so are we happy that new Super Mario Bros. Progresses a little bit? It's not the Dingleberry just yet, fam. We've still got 2 left.
I would just generally say, because obviously original Mario 2 wasn't played by most people, because obviously it didn't come out in the West. And New Super Mario Bros. Did a good job of kind of reacquainting people with 2D Mario. So
I think it brought a lot of people into the Mario world back in the day.
It was also one of the highest selling DS games.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
No, the original Super Mario Brothers. So this is Super Mario Brothers Japanese, the Lost Levels. In the US and the UK. That game is cruel and mean and not supposed to be played by regular human beings. So get it the fuck out of here.
That's a ding ding ding. Goodbye.
It's out of here. Can I scribble it out on the paper?
If you've got a pen.
Do I look like I carry a pen?
Well, then calm yourself down.
Does this journalism graduate look like he carries a pen?
No, because none of us did.
He's taunting me because he knows I always have a pen wherever I go.
We got a pen. If you want to hear that click.
Come on then.
Did I scribble out the wrong one?
No, you did it right.
Cool.
So next bracket for the shitfire round, I would like you to argue, please, the new Super Mario Bros. Wii against the Mario 64 for DS.
Oh, easy.
Oh, 64 for DS.
64 DS. Yes.
It is one of the... Go for it, Ollie.
I was just going to preface what I probably should have mentioned at the start of the video, that looking over this spreadsheet, I've realized how little Mario games I've actually played.
Good for a Mario bracket.
I feel like everyone on the planet that has picked up a video game at some point in their life just knows how to play Mario to some degree. And I think I've floated by my life under that impression that I know Mario, and then have looked at this and I'll struggle to pick out that many that I've actually put a great deal of time into, but I did play 64 DS, so it gets my vote because I've played it.
Congrats.
As good a reason as any.
Do you want me to put my Mr. Negative hat on about Super Mario Bros. Wii? Super Mario Bros. Wii? It was the video game that started the downfall of Nintendo between 2009 and probably the entirety of most of the Wii U sort of stuff. That game is a misery. It is bad co-op. It is more New Super Mario Brothers, which wasn't very good. It was not a worthy sequel to that DS game. It was the courses were boring as shit. But also new Super Mario 64 DS, one of the greatest remakes ever made.
Absolutely.
Even if the camera is a little bit wonky because you got to use the touchscreen. But I like that little thumb nubbins that they gave with DSs to use the.
We're all about nubbins here on the podcast.
All about the nubbins. That you get to play as Yoshi, Luigi, and Wario in these classic levels, and there's new stuff added into it.
Genuinely,
like the big Goomba boss.
Even to the point where I think they integrated those characters so well into that game that when the 3D collections just came out on the Switch, my girlfriend was surprised to find that Yoshi, Wario, and Luigi weren't in the original. She just always assumed they were, but no, they integrated it so well into the DS version.
I'd never actually considered that people won't actually be fully aware of 64 original.
I know, she's never touched it, but she played the DS one like crazy.
Was my only real experience of this game as well. This game was, so I bought a DS specifically so I could get Pokemon Diamond, and then I'm pretty sure I got this in a bundle as well, and this game was just my side bitch. Well, I delved all my time into Diamond. I took a little break. I hung out with the side bitch, and I did some Mario stuff.
Spend some time with the plumbers.
Yeah. What a fucking cool game.
Yeah. But I mean, on the kind of flip side, I would agree with Joel in that New Super Mario Bros. Was just kind of, it was more of the same, a little bit lazy, and definitely not as big of a advancement as Mario 64 DS.
Yeah, it just wasn't. New Super Mario Bros. Wii was just not The courses were larger to compensate for 4 players, and they were just boring. That entire thing was just dull as shit. It wasn't tight.
Big empty spaces to
Yeah,
fit everyone in.
especially when you're playing it single player, and it's just like, this is like taking way too long. Also, all the worlds were in the exact same like order as the previous one, like the ice world, desert world,
jungle world.
The jungle world's got poison in it.
Oh.
Better avoid that.
But yeah, Mario 64.
Cool.
DS.
So that brings us to the final fight for the Dingleberry, which
Whoa.
is New Super Mario Bros. V Mario 64 DS.
Wait.
Oh no! Wait.
We just. Did
yeah.
that.
No,
right,
we
no.
did. We did the Wii version.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
You knocked out the Wii version, but New Super Mario Bros. Just regular version. That was bracket 1.
Mario DS juggernauts here.
That's right.
Okay. I'm unfortunately gonna have to go with the New Super Mario Brothers.
I agree because I hold very good memories of that game because I actually found it in my drawer the other day and I wasn't even sure it had moved with us, but I found it and I can see myself even now. I would probably go back and play that.
It is on my list of Mario videos to make.
If I'm throwing my hat into the ring, I'm gonna go against what you guys are saying. I'm gonna go for Mario 64 DS. I just think there's so much more replay value in it, and yeah, I just kind of
disagree. I
don't know.
Mario 64 is a big.
Mario 64 DS took me a while to beat, but New Super Mario Brothers 1 for the DS. Oh, getting that Mega Mushroom for the first time and just decimating everything and seeing Mario do that like weird like springy animation as he becomes this malleable piece of flesh and then suddenly expands into this giant monstrosity, just destroying everything. And you're seeing pipes getting kicked left and right.
I mean,
what a good first level.
We've neglected to mention the little mini games as well that Mario 64 DS had, which were a ton of fun. It's the first introduction to gambling I ever had. Playing blackjack with Yoshi. And
wasn't that Luigi? Wasn't
it was
Luigi
Luigi
the one?
Actually.
Yeah.
Right.
Because those appeared in those mini games appeared in another thing as well. I want to say they were also in New Super Mario Brothers.
Interesting.
I'm gonna quickly Google, so you're gonna hear clacky clacks on your end, but not.
I'm interested to hear Ollie's side of things as well.
Is that I have the deciding vote.
Do you? It's 2v1
right
now.
What happens when we get to a deadlock?
So I could tie it up. Well, I think then we just fight.
Cool. I'm on my way to punch.
And I'm a little afraid of that happening, so I am gonna cast the vote for New Super Mario Bros.
That is the Dingleberry. Ding, ding, ding.
This is probably one of the rare occasions with the person with no authority will decide things. But it's 2 games I did actually play, and the biggest input I can get on this is that I've always preferred 2D Mario, and again I owned both these games on DS and put a hell of a lot more time into New Super Mario Bros. So it's gonna get my vote. And nobody needs to punch each other just yet.
The rules of the game.
Punching comes later.
And Jacob, those mini games were in New Super Mario Bros.
Ah, well, okay.
Jacob's
not a point I can give
to that one.
It's fine. Yeah, no, I definitely won't make any spite votes later down the line or anything.
Oh, you feel strongly about this game, do you? It would be a shame if it was
I love
out.
Super Mario Land 2, so screw you guys.
Let's not get into that just yet, Jacob, because I will.
Joel actually likes that game, probably.
Lauren, move on.
Right, moving on, fellas. Congratulations on the shitfire round. We have our Dingleberry. I hope everyone's got their hats firmly on, and so you can hold on to them, that is. And here we go. Obviously, question mark, feel free to update your spreadsheets to New Super Mario Bros. It does lead us to our first official battle between New Super Mario Bros. Honorary Dingleberry against Super Mario Bros. 1, the original.
Guess what? We're going to do this very quickly. It's New Super Mario Brothers because that plays correctly.
I agree. Does anyone else want to join in?
I think you just need to kind of consider the historical significance of Mario Bros. 1, though.
Okay,
well.
I am considering it. I think it's very important. It plays like fucking garbage.
I wouldn't go that strong if it were me. I'm still probably I'm undecided right now. But
Jacob, I've just recently played that thing.
If you hop in your time
I've played it
machine
several times over the past like 20 years.
Try and put yourself into the context of a little kid in 1952 or whenever the hell this game was released.
Yep, just after the war.
Just shortly after the war.
Mario solved everything.
The birth of Mario.
He just came out of a shell. He was like, "It's a me."
No, I'm with Joel on this one.
Well, it doesn't matter what I say then, does it?
I want to play a game that works.
I feel like Jacob's spite is just going to build and build.
Look, here I am, Mario, wanting to have a discussion.
Look, fine. Mario in Super Mario Bros. 1, like, yes, it is a feat of, video games wouldn't be what they are today without that thing. The problem with it is that after, what are we on, 35 years? After 35 fucking years, yeah. That guy, that little Mario, he doesn't jump right.
Elaborate. What do you mean by doesn't jump right?
There is no, like, sometimes there is, like, the correct momentum, like when you're running and jumping and stuff like that. And then sometimes he will just halt midair and fall. And it's like, hang on, no, you can't do this.
A part of me would like to hear Joel analyzing actual sports. He just doesn't jump right.
Look at the way he kicks the ball.
Basketball.
It's wrong.
He's like both his feet just hover. He just hovers in the air.
I just think humans need more mushrooms in their lives, and New Super Mario Bros. 1 provides the biggest mushroom.
I am a huge advocate of mushrooms for non-culinary purposes.
You guys have voted New Super Mario Bros. In anyway, so
hell yeah, we have.
Doesn't matter what I say, but just to give Mario 1 some love, I will vote for it.
Yeah, well, it's dead.
It's dead.
Your vote will sink down to the bottom of this table with Super Mario Bros. R.I.P. So yeah, again, straight from the Dingleberry, New Super Mario Bros. It advances, which leads us tidily to the next bracket of Super Mario Bros. 2 US release and Super Mario Bros. 3.
This is a very easy one for me. Don't really like Mario 2 US that much, and Mario Bros. 3 is one of the best 2D platformers of all time. So
I'm with Jacob. Super Mario Brothers 2. I have a personal vendetta against Super Mario Brothers 2. So
Doki doki.
Why am I not surprised? Joel has so many personal vendettas against these things.
So many video games have personally wronged Joel.
When I was younger, he sold me the wrong Mario. I asked for the Mario on Game Boy Advance because this was when I was 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was playing Super Mario World at school.
I
wanted World. Yeah, it was the Game Boy Advance re-releases.
Oh, so when it was like, well, I can't remember, but they named them really strangely.
Super Mario Advance.
Yeah, it was like Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3, or whatever.
Yeah. But so I asked for Super Mario.
Sorry, Joel. Carry on.
I asked for Super Mario, and the guy gave me Super Mario Bros. 2.
Oh.
Do you know how weird it was to jump on a Shy Guy and not have him die?
Just standing on it like,
Oh, yeah. What a fucking abysmal time. So yeah, no, fuck that game. Super Mario Bros. 3, one of the greatest fucking video games ever made.
Absolutely.
I'm frantically Googling games to figure out which game I owned on the Game Boy Color.
You would have had Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, possibly.
Yeah.
Yes, I absolutely did.
I mean, purely from an effort standpoint, the fact that Mario 2 US was pretty much just carbon copied over and Mario 3 was built from the ground up to actually be a Mario game. I think that says a lot.
And it's got a movie tie-in.
It does.
You can't.
The Wizard.
Yeah.
The Wizard. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
Oh, we need to watch that movie.
I would absolutely do a commentary on The Wizard. That would be great.
Next time.
Lauren, what's next?
Next is something that I feel like you're going to have a lot to say about. Jump into a slightly different place of Mario times. We're going to go straight in and pit the galaxies against each other. Super Mario Galaxy v Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, take some time.
See, I don't have much of a dog in this fight because I'm not that experienced with either of them. But as Super Mario Galaxy probably required a lot more originality to come up with than Mario Galaxy 2 did, because from what I hear, Mario Galaxy 2 is just very much more Mario Galaxy 1. I'm going to go with the creativity of Mario Galaxy 1.
I want to hear what Ollie has to say.
So I played a little bit of Galaxy 1 and absolutely none of Galaxy 2, and Galaxy 1 was kind of fun, so I'm going to throw my vote in there.
It's a fun game.
Sorry if that's not the in-depth opinion you were looking for. This one that I've actually put half an hour into gets my vote.
Lauren?
I am going to disappoint you again, because as we discussed on our last podcast with, obviously, the Galaxy port has come out for the Switch, and I still have played barely any of Super Mario Galaxy because I never had it on Wii, and I only played a little bit at a friend's house, so I have touched nothing of Super Mario Galaxy 2, so purely on what I've actually played, my vote also goes for Galaxy 1.
So I think this is a losing battle.
I mean,
but
you've already lost.
I've already lost, but Galaxy 2 is a better version of Galaxy 1 because it is basically just a weird soft reboot. Like, the story is the exact same. The universe has been destroyed and Mario's sort of left to fix everything. But the thing is, it gets rid of the whole boring beginning bit of Galaxy and just throws you straight in. It basically just goes, hey, go play Mario Galaxy. It's fucking cool. Here's all these new levels, new creative things that we've put in. Here's fucking here's a spaceship shaped like Mario's head that he drives around.
Against the observatory there?
Hang on.
The observatory is pretty cool.
Swayed me.
Yeah, the observatory's cool, but what's cooler is a Mario-shaped spaceship, and also Yoshi's in that game.
That's subjective. I personally might think that a Mario-shaped planet head is maybe not as cool as an observatory.
But what if it was your way to level select?
I mean,
yeah, I think Joel's swaying this a little bit. I wasn't aware of the giant Mario head, and
there's also Yoshi.
That's what I wanted in
Yoshi makes
game.
everything better.
True.
Does it not feel like more of an expansion than a numbered sequel, though? Because that's what it looks like.
Does it play better?
It plays pretty much the same, but the levels are far more varied.
So
there is a lot more to do in Galaxy 2 than there is in Galaxy.
But let's say you're a 10-year-old, 12-year-old kid. You've played Galaxy 1 and you loved it. Objectively, you're excited for number 2. You go and get that. Are you not disappointed that it's basically the same thing rehashed?
No, because kids are fucking stupid.
Kids don't have an opinion on this podcast.
Kids don't get opinions, and if a kid likes a game, then another game is the same. The kid's probably going to like the other game.
Kids don't get an opinion on this bracket about kids' games.
Joel has swayed me because of the Mario
There is a
head,
reason this game was the most pirated game for nearly 2 years.
What, Galaxy 2?
Because no one wanted to buy it, because they didn't want to drop money on an expansion instead of a numbered sequel.
No, it was because no one had their Wii anymore.
People wanted to play it, but they didn't want to pay full price for it because they realised it wasn't a fully fleshed out sequel.
It was fucking great. It was so much more Mario Galaxy in your face, in your orifices, but this is a losing battle, I think.
Well,
Joel, you swayed me.
Yeah, we're at two apiece
persuaded.
here, it seems.
We are two apiece. However, I do feel like those of us who have not played Galaxy 2 also, like, it's quite difficult in this one because 3 of us have not played the game.
And the argument is coming from the person that has played both games. All our votes were cast on the premise that I've played this one and enjoyed it, so I'm going to ignore the second one. We have very little authority here, so I'm with Joel.
I will concede.
Joel's conceding though, so Galaxy 1's going ahead.
So your opinion doesn't fucking matter.
Joel's always got an opinion. I'm sure it'll matter later.
I understand why. Thinking on the two of them as someone who has played both of them, the Mario Galaxy is, you know, it was one of the only mainline Mario games for a long time. Both of those games, like 3D Mario, went away for a long time. There was none on the Wii U. Because 3D World, which we'll get into later, is not a real 3D Mario game, like, even though it's in the title. Mario Galaxy, incredibly important because it solidified that, hey, no, these Wii controls actually fucking work.
I think that's what gets it for me, is it just seems like a far more significant entry than Mario Galaxy 2 does.
Yeah, I will concede that. Mario Galaxy wins. You bastards.
Mario Galaxy wins.
Mario Galaxy wins. However,
you betrayed me for nothing, Ollie.
I'm not gonna lie, this next bracket makes me a little curious because I'm curious as to where this is gonna go because I don't know if I have the same views as you guys.
I'm just here to rock the boat.
And
stir the
so
pudding.
next bracket is Mario 64, the new Super Mario U Deluxe.
So just also, so this new Super Mario Brothers Wii U Deluxe thing is literally just a straight port of the Wii U version. That's why we're not doing them separately, because it is just the exact same fucking thing. Yeah. And it's also why we're not doing new Super Luigi U, because Jesus,
it doesn't even have Mario in the name.
Doesn't even have Mario in it. It's got fucking green Mario.
I'm putting this out there straight away. I actually prefer the Deluxe.
I think you're going to lose this one, Lauren.
That's what I think. I think I'm going to lose, but I want to say my piece because
as
somebody who understands the importance of 64, it is pretty groundbreaking. Everybody loves it. It's king of nostalgia. But I just think that the Deluxe is a better game. I prefer playing that now than I prefer playing 64. I get more enjoyment out of it. I like it for the co-op. I think it's fun.
Hang on. You're saying you like playing this now, but where were you when we were talking significance of the original Mario?
I never said a word on that, so you can go back and listen to this podcast.
Well,
I didn't actually weigh in.
You probably didn't. Okay, carry on.
So yeah, that's why I didn't, because I am, as much as I appreciate significance, I'm very much a believer in I like what I like, and I want to like what I like. So that's my piece. I'm prepared. This is the hill I'm going to die on, apparently, but feel free to weigh in.
After playing it for a fair chunk this weekend with the release of Mario 3D All-Stars, I found that not only is Mario 64, obviously, as you say, a groundbreaking title for when it came out in the late 90s, but largely speaking, kind of a few minor janky things aside, it's still a game that really holds up. I've been finding myself really wanting to play it. I've literally got about 70 stars this weekend on Mario 64. I've been playing it a lot.
Jesus Christ.
And even when it's just like I take a few hours off of it, I find myself wanting to go back to it, and I'm like, that's pretty unusual for a game that's that old. So other than the camera stuff really, and some of the control issues, maybe some of that's from the transition to the Switch, though, I still find that Mario 64 largely is a really good time that holds up pretty well. So yeah, that's me.
I have very little dog in this fight again.
A tiny dog.
Only have experience with the DS version
of 64.
Of 64, which is a fun old game, but I don't know if I can base my opinion of it on that.
But you have,
because we already knocked that
Deluxe.
fucker out, didn't we?
Yeah.
I've played plenty of Deluxe, but all I remember is anger.
Yeah, but that's you in any any co-op game, to be honest.
I remember Ollie. I've got video evidence of Ollie's enjoyment of that game.
Wait, do you get the evidence?
Minimal. The evidence unfortunately has no audio to it, but there is evidence.
There's gameplay footage.
There is silent gameplay footage that I can play a hurdy-gurdy over.
Or Ollie could just like recreate the anger. Maybe he could watch the video and try to recreate what his reaction was.
Like, I think it reached a point where it was more just sadness, just pure sadness of you beating all these bosses without me.
While I enjoyed my time with that game again, Deluxe in co-op, just mostly out of the social context of like watching Ollie consistently fail. The issue, New Super Mario Bros. U, Deluxe, whatever, represents an issue that Nintendo had at the time, which was, oh my god, stop making these fucking games. It was so boring on the Wii U. It was so dull. It had all the same issues that the Wii version had. It had all the same issues that because that same year they released 2 new Super Mario Brothers games. There was that 3DS one as well that focused on coins,
just number 2,
which was equally bad.
I would just like to interrupt and apologize. The ice cream man has not shown his face, but someone appears to have released a chimpanzee into our street. If you are picking up on any of that,
it's not heard it yet. Don't worry.
Can't hear any chimpanzee, but if I hear your faces being ripped off, I'll be sure to just carry on ranting louder.
Me and Joel will continue the bracket without you.
Spreadsheet, you can carry on without us.
Yeah. Mario Brothers U, in my eyes, doesn't hold up as well as Mario 64 does. Mario 64 is still Mario 64. It is still, camera issues aside, which is this, that's always going to be an issue especially with a console that decided not to have 2 analog sticks and decided to go with the C buttons or whatever they're called.
Yeah, that's right.
Like Mario 64, every single one of those levels, every single one of those objectives that they give you, little bite size, some of them are 50 seconds, some of them are a few minutes, whatever. Like each one is this marvelous endurance of just joy. Like, what? I can run up walls in the desert level. Oh, I can fly now. Oh, there's a secret window in Peach's castle. Mario Brothers U is just like, here's the ice world. It's slippery.
To me, it's literally like the quintessential it's okay / passable 2D kind of side-scrolly Mario game. There's nothing like remarkable about it.
I regret buying it on the Wii U.
The thing is, I think I don't have this this sort of like disgruntlement towards it because I didn't have a Wii U, and having it on the Wii, it brought me a lot of joy for family functions because, like, I remember how absolutely shocking my mum was.
So, like, the Wii version, like, I mean, we were comparing it to Mario 64 DS. It never had a fucking chance. The Wii version, if we're putting the Wii version versus the Wii U version, I would go for the Wii version over U, because at least the Wii version was doing something interesting with the co-op.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It within the grand context of things. Mario Bros. U Deluxe, fuck, Jesus Christ, like, at the time, like, Nintendo were this powerhouse, they were putting out within the same breadth of the same console. Mario 3D World came out, and you could see that, like, oh, right, yeah, the rumors of them just throwing the interns on the new Super Mario Bros. Games just to fart them out because they keep fucking selling.
Yeah.
You can clearly see, like, these are just manufactured for money.
Absolutely.
And obviously, like, everything here manufactured for money.
Well, yeah.
But like, each Mario game has a sense of joy, and the new Super Mario Bros. Games have, outside of the DS version, have zero joy. Like, there is no Mega Mushroom in these games past the first one.
It seems to be a real sticking point for you.
It's such a good power-up.
With all of the new Super Mario's, like, does it have the big mushroom,
the turtle shell. The turtle shell power-up, not in it.
True.
Like, I enjoy the fact that, you know, I enjoyed my time playing co-op with you, but it is something that, like, I'm not going to fucking purchase that game. Ever. I don't know how I'm going to make a video on it because I'm not going to purchase it.
I do also base my opinions on Mario games on whether or not I can be large Mario. So my vote will go to 64. I know I can't get that large, but lack of large is a detriment.
Mario 64 is just a fucking phenomenal video game.
And I was prepared to lose to it. I just thought I'd put
fair.
Well, congratulations, you have.
You've now accumulated one spite vote later in the bracket.
Don't worry, I, as ranking master and hat host, will be bringing the spite. However, I'm just going to put you on a hot pause, talk amongst yourselves while I go to the bathroom. After that brief intermission, next up we have Super Mario Bros. World v 3D World.
The War of the Worlds.
I'm going to let everyone...
So, just to clarify, 3D World is the Wii U release, is that right?
Yes. And coming next year to Switch.
That's right. I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually not sure, so I'd be very happy if anyone else wants to take the floor right now.
Okay.
Joel's got an opinion. I hear it in his voice.
He's brewing.
So I really like both of these games.
Same.
A hell of a lot. 3D World. Oh.
One of the best games on the Wii U, I would say.
One of the best Mario games ever made is 3D World. Like, it at the start, I was like, oh, I don't like this perspective thing. This is weird. But not only does it master and beat the Mario co-op problem that New Super Mario Bros. Fails to do consistently by having tight-knit, interesting courses to go through, but the new power-ups are legitimately very good. The catsuit is really very good.
Love the catsuit.
So was this the one with the rotating perspective between the side scrolling and
like isometric sort of style?
That's the word.
Okay,
from
this
the
is
top
not
down.
No, this is not what I'm thinking of.
Which one are you thinking of?
Are you thinking of the 3DS, the Mario Land?
Possibly.
Because those Super Mario Land, which 3D Land, which I didn't particularly enjoy. Mostly,
we'll get to it later, but
mostly because I think the 3DS limited what they were trying to do. But no, 3D. But Mario World is.
It's Mario World.
It's Mario World.
I feel dirty thinking like, could I actually vote 3D World over this though? And I'm like, I might be able to, and that feels really weird.
Like, it's one of those times.
There has never been a power-up more influential and like cool as Cape Mario. Like getting the feather has like there's the raccoon suit in the leaf and the Tanuki suit in Mario 3, and there's the cat suit in 3D World, and fucking the bee suit in Galaxy. But like the feather, and every level is almost perfect. There are levels in 3D World which are kind of bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Mostly because that's just me versus isometric Mario. Like, some of the platforming, but 3D World also reintroduces all the stuff from all the good stuff from Super Mario Bros. 2 US, where Peach can float, Luigi has a floaty jump, like little wobbly legs.
Yeah,
Toad can't jump, but he's very fast.
Yeah.
And Mario's Mario. Like,
it is one of those where
really tough.
it's a very hard toss-up, because the first one is obviously Super Mario Bros. World is so good, but then it's one of those where when they've done the 3D, like they've done like the remake type thing, where it's actually still really good, like they didn't mess it up.
Mario World sold a lot of systems as well.
I'm going to throw my hat in the ring. I'm going to start off. I'm going 3D World.
Wow.
I don't have too much to say on this.
What say you, gents?
I'm going with World, regular World.
Oh God.
Because even the overworld is interesting. Like, you've got to solve a puzzle to get through the right levels to get to the next part of the game. You've got to beat you've got to find the secret keys in the courses to then.
True,
but
I think.
And every time you finish a level, Mario it throws a peace sign up.
Yeah, but I think I enjoy what 3D World added, and I think that's what swayed it for me.
Also, 3D World, you did have to contend with using the Wii U gamepad, which, I was not a fan of.
It's a bit ungainly. Yeah.
Mario World, you just had that SNES controller in your hand or a Game Boy Advance in your hand.
I'm gonna step aside on this and let Jacob have the deciding vote.
That's fine. I think I know what I'm going to say. As someone who you've probably figured out for the rest of the games values the kind of significance of the releases and what they've done for the Mario franchise, I think I do just have to go with how much of a big... Well, Mario World just seemed like a far bigger deal when the SNES was coming out than 3D World did for the Wii U. Super Mario World introduced Yoshi. Yoshi's first appearance. That's a big deal.
And the sequel to Mario World is my favorite Mario game of all time, but it's not on this list. So, Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Bros. World
Joel, we've
2.
Been through this. It will feature in the spin-offs.
In the spin-offs.
The spin-offs one is going to be hell on earth.
Yeah, that's going to be messy.
That is one that I think we would need to be in person for, because I don't think Zencaster would be able to handle how long that would be.
I think that's going to be lots of smacking.
Can I just point out that Lauren is hosting this episode, and she is filling in BuzzFeed quizzes on what takeaway she is.
That's multitasking. I can't do that when I'm hosting.
Thank you very much.
When I'm hosting stuff and I'm like trying to keep track of the news and I'm also speaking at the same time, I've noticed that I go yeah, no, I'm going with World.
Same.
Also cool. Because World is included in the best All-Stars game. That SNES cartridge with all 4 of the games on it. 5 of the games on it is one of the best purchases I ever made in retrospect.
Oh, of course, because it had both versions of Mario 2, didn't it?
It did.
It was a valiant effort by 3D World, though. I don't want it to seem like I don't like that game, because it was really good, but...
I'm happy still. I'm not mad at the result.
I am buying that game day one as soon as it launches on Switch, because I think it's got online multiplayer this time round, so I'm dragging you guys in.
Oh boy.
So yeah, World is just it's Super Mario Bros. World.
It's super.
It's super.
Yeah.
Well, to me, this next one is super, super easy. So I will refrain from speaking first. We have Super Mario Sunshine v New Super Mario Bros. 2.
The one about the coins.
The coin one. So not one of my favourites at all.
No, it never seemed... It reviewed okay at the time from what I remember, but it wasn't groundbreaking by any means.
I even remember some of the the official, the Nintendo dedicated websites giving it middling reviews.
That's so weird.
New Super Mario Bros. 2 is one of the most boring milquetoast video games to ever grace Nintendo have made bad games before. This is not a new thing. I mean, just look at their Virtual Boy library. Look at,
Star Fox on the Wii U.
Star Fox on the... Well, that was Platinum, so... Right. I don't know. Like, Nintendo have made bad decisions before. To make New Super Mario Bros. 2 as boring as it was, and to focus on coins, which is just like... Who gives a shit?
It's the busy work of the Mario franchise.
Yeah, like... The 3D games dedicate that to like, we've run out of things to do. Collect 100 coins. Here's a star. Go. Yeah. Like New Super Mario Bros. 2, I can't state how boring it is to the fact that I never got past the first world and I pirated that game.
It's the same kind of thing that you mentioned before when we were talking about Mario 64 versus New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It just seems like the kind of same vein of, I guess we'll just throw out another Mario game on the DS.
And it didn't even have any like the interesting stuff that the Wii version brought with it, with the co-op. It just got sort of farted out, and then the Wii U launched, and it was just forgotten about, and it's shoved aside, and no one talks about it. Like, if they were ever to put out a compilation like New Super Mario Bros. All Star or whatever, like I wouldn't be surprised if they just sort of said, don't worry about it.
Yeah. On the flip side, though, we've got Super Mario Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Yes. So we've just spoken about this on episode 2, but holy shit, what a fucking game! What a cool game!
Like, I don't want to like preface too much about what my result is going to be voting later on in the closer brackets, but Sunshine is arguably my favorite Mario game, and it is just such a good game. And it obviously wipes the floor with Super Mario Bros. 2, clearly, because that was a terrible game anyway. I don't think there's many games in this bracket that Super Mario Bros. 2 would have come out on top of.
No. Aesthetically, I would probably argue, like art style-wise, it's possibly my favourite, just with how bright and lovely looking everything is.
Yeah, there is not one, like, even like the Pianta Village where it's set at the night time.
Yeah, even then.
And it's like everything just pops, and Super Mario Sunshine is what what's the word, like embodies what the game epitomes, like what the GameCube was, which was Nintendo trying new stuff, and
it is super different too.
Like, and it's also partially the reason why I resent Nintendo fans of that era. Because, like, these are the same fans that poo-pooed Wind Waker because of its art style.
I thought that's where you were going.
I loved Wind Waker.
Wind Waker is my favourite Zelda. Yeah. Not to spoil any future Zelda list we do, but...
like...
Oh, yeah.
Like, acted disappointed that Luigi's Mansion was the launch title. Yeah. Even though that's a super interesting game.
Definitely.
Everything Nintendo did on the GameCube was weird and worked. Like, okay, yeah, you can argue that Sunshine has a few quirks here and there, and like the camera doesn't really work, and there's a few glitches here and there that ruin a lot of the stuff. If you're
pachinko machine,
the pachinko level, there's a few
just getting stuck in walls,
whatever. But at least it tried something new.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just 64-2. It wasn't just like, I think more people would be disappointed if Mario 128 came to fruition than Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
Like,
it took a while for people to realize that, but
yeah, and it's also why the Wii games, like Galaxy, did something interesting, with the floating, the gravity and how it presented. You can walk all the way around this level and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it was fairly standard for a 3D platformer. Like, outside of Mario, like, it was fairly standard for what everyone else was doing, because Nintendo got scared off. Like, it's the reason why Twilight Princess looked the way that it did, is because the fans that turned on Sunshine and Wind Waker, like, Sunshine is one of the best Mario games ever made, and I will fight anybody who says not.
I don't think you're going to see much resistance here.
No.
Oh. No, not here, but I'm putting all Nintendo fans, I'm putting the Nintendo locker room on notice.
Joel's ready for a fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand in the ring and wait for you.
Pretty easy. So Sunshine easily takes that one. But then let me direct you to our next bracket of Super Mario Land v Super Mario Land 2.
Okay, so who here has played both of these games?
I have such little point of reference for both of these games. So
Me too.
I'm like, wasn't Daisy introduced? That's kind of the extent of my knowledge.
Take it away, Joel.
Is this literally just going to be me arguing with myself?
Yes.
I think it is.
Off you go.
You can convince us of one or the other, I guess.
So, Super Mario Land is a very interesting video game to look back on, because it was like, okay, we put Mario on the Game Boy, like, and then also did some cool stuff with it, like, so it's Mario goes to a different world. He's no longer in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
He's saving Daisy.
Yes, that's as much as I know.
And he fights an alien called oh god, I think it begins with a T. I'm going Tatonga.
Tatonka.
Tatonka.
It's something along the lines of Tatonka.
Super Mario Land 2, Mario versus Tatonka. He's just chopping away.
So it's like a weird Mario game because it also features like it was like one of the games that like Miyamoto was not involved with. He just said to his team like go for it, like, and like you go through Egypt. There's fucking flying levels where you like shoot 'em up levels.
Oh.
However,
somebody there just thought, what about aliens?
Yeah, so like and also it was fairly impressive that they managed to get like, and also it has one of my favorite uses of the fire flower, where you can use the fireballs to collect coins and
Oh, cool.
And stuff like that. However, Mario Land 2 introduces one of the greatest Mario characters of all time, Wario.
Ah.
He is the final boss. He has taken over Mario Land and made it into Wario Land. There is no princess to save. It is just ego versus ego. Has one of my favorite power-ups, which is the carrot, which gives you bunny ears to let you fly. Has some of the hardest bosses in like Mario games as far as I remember. There's the 3 little pigs, where you basically have to fight 3 bosses in one go. There's some really interesting like it pushes the Game Boy to its limits as well. There's a big bird boss, and everything takes place on that really tiny little screen. I really like that game because it also looks like Mario. It doesn't look like a Game Boy version of Mario. It looks like a full-fledged Mario game. It's just all in black and green.
I think I'm ready to cast my vote on this based on your description, because what I'm getting is the historical significance that without this game we would not have had one of the most important Nintendo characters in Waluigi.
By
fuck you,
I guess. Yes,
I'm putting my vote in for Land.
I'm gonna
No, I'm joking.
Super Mario Land 2 gets my vote purely for the birth of our
and the
big
6 golden
lad,
coins.
The birth of
Wario.
the Wa Boys.
Yeah, it is. I highly recommend everyone go and play it because it is a really, really good game. And also the file select screen, there's the erase button turns Mario into a little bomb with a mustache.
Yeah.
Then you go down and you explode, and it was it was actually my first Mario game.
Oh.
So I remember it fondly, but I played it last year, and it still like surprisingly holds up in a lot of ways. There's a lot of verticality in one of the levels, like weirdly, like you're going up this clock tower, and it's just so good. Like the underwater level has sharks that eat you. Everything looks nice and chunky, and also, yeah, it led to Wario and the Wario Land series, which I hold in high esteem. Like Wario Land 4 and Wario Land 2 are fucking great.
Yeah, I've just been looking up some screenshots and stuff while you've been talking, and Mario Land 2 does look very impressive for a Game Boy game.
It was,
wow.
yeah.
So yeah, that's enough to sway me.
Yeah, Mario Land still really good. Like in a different sort of way. You have to take it with, you know, the context of them trying to cram in a fucking Mario game. But yeah,
Mario Land 2 does the business.
Takes the win.
2.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
go for it, Lauren.
That's leading us on to the final of the preliminary brackets. We have Super Mario 3D Land v Super Mario Odyssey.
I hope this isn't going to be close in any way.
No, I'm just going to say Odyssey.
Absolutely.
Odyssey.
No
Odyssey was an absolutely amazing game, and it also came out the day before my birthday, so that was a fun time.
Yeah.
I do like the hat.
Ollie Saville 2020.
I like the hat.
Odyssey wins.
No, graphically, it's lovely. Musically, I think it's one of the best games as well. And gameplay-wise, there's just so much freedom. So yeah,
I'm holding myself to defend Odyssey against whatever comes versus it.
Well, we'll pause that thought, Joel, because it's time to move on to the next bracket thing.
Quarterfinals.
Thank you.
The word you're looking
for. That's what I wanted.
Awesome.
Thank you, football man.
So, taking it away with our first, it is the Dingleberry itself, New Super Mario Bros. V Super Mario Bros. 3.
Oh shit! Because both of these are like.
I mean, considering I didn't want New Super Mario Bros. Here in the first place, I don't feel particularly guilty. Even if it wasn't in that situation, it's not spiteful. Even if
Jacob's
it was
going to cast his spite vote.
Vote coming in.
Even without the spitefulness of Mario 64 DS being kicked off by New Super Mario, I still feel like Mario Bros. 3 is like way superior.
I disagree.
You're welcome to that opinion.
Fuck you too.
So while I, bigger mushrooms are always better.
I forgot about this criteria.
Mario Bros. 3 is a better game through and through. There is no game that instills fear like the sun chasing you.
Oh man, scary sun.
And a raccoon suit, and like, and also the warp whistles, toad houses,
all the little mini games and the cards, and
New Super Mario Bros. DS, the first one. Very, 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 very good game.
Well, yeah, I don't doubt that either.
Super Mario Bros. 3 fucking wipes the floor with it through and through. There is not a single bad thing I can say about Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah.
From the look, the design, this was like... not only was it a US return, like a Western return to form for Mario, like, because all they'd been exposed to was Mario Bros. 2 before that.
Yep.
Like, also, just it's still one of the best. It doesn't matter how you play it, it's still one of the best games, like, ever, of all time. Yep. Like every level where you go against a boss and you go onto the airship, and it's got that fucking music, and it's just like thumping in 8-bit as much as 8-bit can thump. Oh, what a fucking game.
Agreed.
Ollie, are you gonna weigh in at all?
I'm gonna prevent Joel's head from exploding and agree with him.
Yeah, I accept that. I have fond thoughts towards New Super Mario Bros, but I accept its defeat.
Absolutely, it is one of the New Super Mario Brothers first one is one of the only games that I've repeatedly played more than twice, through and through. But Mario Bros 3 I have played more times than New Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, I don't want people thinking that I hate New Super Mario Bros. It's a good game, but
yeah, you know, nothing beats that little tail waggle of the raccoon.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure we're ready to take this next leap, because it's time to pit Mario Galaxy 1 against Mario 64.
Oh man. Oh boy.
This might be a historic versus.
See, as much as I have a weird take on this, because I have definitely played 64 more. As I said before, like, I haven't played much of Galaxy. However, I still feel drawn to Galaxy purely for the whimsy and the concept and what it did for the franchise. So I do feel swayed at this point. However, I'm interested to see what you fellas are thinking.
If this was Galaxy 2 versus 64, it would be a different conversation, but
we were deprived of the large Mario head. So
that's
the big Mario argument doesn't fit anymore.
Mario 64 is more important.
It is.
Yeah,
it is, and it's
I do
also
agree still.
And for as good as Mario Galaxy plays, the spin, the wall jumps, the updated moveset, the tighter controls,
I think we've already established that 64 does hold up pretty significantly, and if we're taking historical significance into account as well, I think there's only really one way this can go.
Yeah, like Mario 64 shouldn't hold up as well as it does.
And yet,
like when you look at every other 3D platformer that came out around the same time, and I mean also including like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, like what other whatever other shitty
Gex.
3D platform, Gex, and all the other oh fuck
I'm sure we'll do a separate ranking on these just to hear Joel shit on absolutely everything.
all your childhood memories dead.
Shit.
No, like when you consider all these other fucking video games that all had to make caveats of like how they were going to try and I hate Crash Bandicoot with a passion.
It makes me very, very sad.
But like objectively, like taking my vitriol out of the conversation, like Mario 64, when you compare it to all the other 3D platformers at the time, holds up astonishingly well for a console that had that weird fucking controller and was built around that weird fucking controller, and the fact that the game still holds up on like a regular controller, and just in general, like it's a fucking it's Mario 64.
Yeah.
Like it came out in 1996. How many video games can you say still hold up from that era that still hold up today in the same capacity, where you can play it from start to finish? And the only real caveat we've had about Mario 64 so far is the camera's a bit shit.
It's definitely shit. Yeah, I felt like it would be a far easier decision to make than it actually is. Mario Galaxy does a very good job of kind of being like peak 3D Mario with all the technical advancements and such, but with everything that's been said about Mario 64, I think I can't vote against that.
Like Mario Galaxy didn't change like anything outside of the Wii. It just confirmed that the Wii controls are perfectly fine. Make a video game on it, and everyone sort of did.
Yeah, I'll go for Mario 64 because by a frog's hair. I'll say.
I think that I have found the hill where I'm actually gonna die on with our next bracket.
Yeah, I feel like you've been holding back.
This is going to be tough.
So it's gonna be Super Mario Super Mario Brothers. The Super Mario Bros. World v Sunshine, and I'm just gonna go right out and say it that yes, Super Mario Bros. World, it is super great. We all love it, but it's not Sunshine. Sunshine is the best, and Sunshine is arguably so much better than Super Mario Bros. World. You have a little jetpack filled with water. That's innovative. That's so much more different to the rest of Super Mario. You've got little wobbly things
you have
with
squirters.
It's just the best game, and I'm here to tell you about it, but try and talk me round. Go on.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, do you agree with me?
I
wasn't expecting anyone to agree with me.
I know a lot of people do have a lot of nostalgia and obviously very fond memories of Mario World, and it is pretty much distilled down possibly the best 2D Mario experience you're going to be able to get. Aesthetically, I don't know if this is a hot take. I don't think it's a fantastic looking game. I don't really like the way it looks, Mario World, that much.
I like how Mario's cat flops up and down when you start running.
But I do really value the creativity, as you say, for what Sunshine tried to do and actually doing something different with how they could have very easily just made, as we said previous, this is Mario 128. Hello, Mr. Whippy.
He is
window
right
is shut.
outside.
He heard us and he was like, "Nah."
But they completely turned all of the platforming on its head with the flood mechanics, and as I've said previously, I really enjoy the actual look and feel of the game. So I think I'm actually going to vote Sunshine as well.
Yes, Jacob. Joel?
I have too much of a personal stake in Mario Sunshine to vote against it, so Mario Sunshine.
I thought I was going to have much more of an argument with you after hearing you all gush over Mario World.
Like this is Mario World. I've already said like it's incredibly important. It is, it is objectively the best Mario game.
That's my favorite word, objectively.
Like if you take all the humanity out of it, it is the best Mario game.
2D
because
maybe? Or altogether?
No, just in general. Like there is not a single fault. Like Super Mario 3. Like yeah, you can fault it for like, oh, it looks old, whatever. But like Mario World still looks fucking phenomenal. Like I know you don't particularly like the look of it.
I kind of disagree. Yeah, it's like an okay looking game. I wouldn't say compared to other SNES offerings, I'm like they're a far better looking SNES game.
Oh yeah, Castlevania 4 exists. Oof. Like, but I have too much of a personal stake in Mario Sunshine. Mario Sunshine is the game that basically revolutionized my entire brain. To like my tastes are based off Mario Sunshine when I was 9 or 10 years old. Like anything that is slightly weird, slightly out there, slightly doing something, different to what everyone else is doing, I will always be attracted to play or watch. Also, it has the greatest voice acting in all the video games. I will always
be attracted to Mario.
Yes, his bulbous nose.
I'm glad that's where you were going.
And his thick mustache, and his dump truck ass,
and his drippy backpack.
Spicy salami.
I will vote for World because somebody has to.
No, nobody does have to when it's against Mario Sunshine.
Somebody has to.
Pipe down. You've not played either.
Somebody has to.
Stop. So I've already written Sunshine in the next bracket.
Doesn't matter.
As soon as I realised I wasn't going to have to fight much for it, I was like, that's it, I've won.
Yeah, you like Sunshine. I will always bend over backwards for. It is.
I'll bend over for Mario's in Sunshine.
It is. It is.
Fire your jets at me, Mario.
Flood me.
Oh no.
Get EGAD involved.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna move swiftly on, and ask you to talk me through the fight of Super Mario Land 2 v Mario Odyssey.
We're in the final four.
As difficult as this may be, I'd like you to think long and hard about your choice.
Does Mario Land 2 have a musical number featuring Pauline? No?
Look, this isn't even a fucking competition. Odyssey,
Odyssey falls it.
It does.
I'm not even going to entertain this conversation because it's a fucking Game Boy game versus Mario Odyssey.
Yep. That's all there is to say.
So, semi-finals, lads.
The final four.
We're blasting through these Odyssey brackets.
Because Odyssey is such a fucking fantastic game, but we are going to probably have to argue properly in a little bit. But first, before we get to that, I would like you to talk me through Mario 64 and Super Mario Bros. 3.
Oh boy.
For a place in the final. For a place in the final.
Oh boy.
Who's gonna pop their little cappy in the ring first? Their floppy Mario hat.
The thing that I'm thinking of mostly is I can at least think of one flaw with Mario 64, but I can't come up with any flaws for Mario 3.
What is your flaw for Mario 64? Is it the camera?
It is. The camera is absolutely jank in that game. I've been struggling so hard with it when I've been playing it on my Switch. And it's the only thing that's really actively frustrated me about it, whereas I just can't think of anything that is quite as negative on Mario 3's part.
Mario Bros 3 is just it's just so fucking good. Like, I said it about 64. Like, if you're looking at all the 3D platformers at the time, but that's like, but if you put Mario 64 in context with all platformers of all time, like you said, Jacob, the fundamental thing of you viewing the game to make it through is ancient and broken and hasn't been like that Switch version. They could have done something to the camera.
Oh, absolutely.
And it even plagues the DS version. Like, if you've touched that recently,
I remember it being bad, but
it's not as bad because there's a little bit more control to it. But and they did some stuff and pulled it. I think they pulled it back for some of the levels so that you could actually see what was going on. But when one of the fundamental core crux of the game has not aged particularly well, like the whole thing starts to fall apart at some point. As much as you can fight through it and you can get up to 70 stars and stuff like that, and that game is still Mario 64. It is still, you can still fucking, it is still one of the greatest games ever made. But Super Mario Bros. 3 has not aged a fucking day since it launched.
You're right.
Like, you can play that with no caveats. It is the only thing standing in between you and Bowser to finish that game is yourself.
Yeah, your own skill level.
Your own skill level.
I'd also like to point out here that a Mario 3 win sets up regardless of the next result, a spicy 2D versus 3D final.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
That'll be interesting.
Oh shit.
I think I just have to go for Mario 3, yeah.
Yeah, I also agree with Super Mario Bros. 3. It is the classic, which one's got more things wrong with it, and both of them barely have any things wrong with it. But I do think that Super Mario Bros. 3 has much better, like, hold-up ability than 64.
That's a phrase.
That was a phrase, wasn't it? And just his little raccoon, like little Tanuki Mario.
Also,
that alone.
Also, that cartoon. I've been watching that cartoon for some reason.
Oh God.
It's not that bad, but maybe that's just it. Like,
have we just found the
beating my
first
brain
thing
to
wrong with
death.
Mario 3?
It's not even that bad. It's not even the worst of the bunch.
It's not the Super Mario Brothers Super Show
No.
with Captain Lou.
Oh. I showed my mum that the other day, and she was like, "Oh,
why are you showing me this?"
Because there's nothing to watch on a Friday night except this.
Fair. Mario 3.
Mario 3.
Hey.
So I'm a bit frightened about this next one because I feel like this one I think is the hardest one for me personally, but it's time to discuss Mario Sunshine v Mario Odyssey, arguably my two favourite games of the Mario franchise.
This is real tough.
Now, Mario Odyssey, I was very impressed with their portrayal of ancient Greece. However, I still think I enjoyed Mario Origins more.
Oh, what?
For God's sake.
Oh, I see.
I wondered where he was going with that, to be honest.
It took me a second.
I don't remember Greece being in Mario Odyssey.
I know, I was like, shit, did I miss that? Like, what is this, an unseen level?
I mean, didn't we have mention of ancient Egypt Mario?
I mean,
yes,
we're on the right track.
But what about Mario Black Flag, Ollie?
What about the time Mario punched the Pope?
Oh God!
I'll let the real people discuss.
I think obviously Mario Sunshine is arguably my favorite game. However, since that came out, there wasn't a Mario game that really got me until Odyssey came out, and I just remember so thoroughly enjoying Odyssey. Like, it really made me suck into that game, like just like when you're a kid and you enjoy it. Like, I just
really tickled that Mario G spot.
Yes, thank you, Ollie, for that.
The M spot, if you will.
Oh God! But I can't fault much of that game either. I'm glossing over it. I'm glossing over the M spot.
Make me come, you paisano.
The M spot is a myth. No man has ever found the M spot.
Woohoo!
I mean,
what about the T spot? What's this icky paint like goo? Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.
This is an abomination.
Oh God.
This is a flood.
This isn't the way I saw our
situation.
Odyssey and Sunshine discussion going. I'm going to be
No.
Right.
So so that's my way in, really. I've got like my childhood ultimate favorite Mario game, the best Mario game of the last generation type.
During which years were you more depressed?
So
there's your answer.
I just really love both of these games.
Which 3D Mario game serves as a better cure for depression?
I don't know, because I think I'm rambling. I'm not making any valid points here other than, oh Lord, I love both of these games, and I'll hand this floor over to someone else. Someone else weigh in.
I can weigh in if you would like. I've gone on previously about how good, obviously, Mario Sunshine looks, but I do feel like Odyssey is one of the games that could, in theory, fight a battle aesthetically with Sunshine and maybe win. It's a really nice looking game, and it's presented really, really well. The environments, I would argue, are a lot more varied as well. Maybe to its benefit, maybe to its detriment. I guess that depends on the person. In terms of mechanically speaking, I probably feel like Odyssey is a tighter experience because there is some wonkiness that comes with Mario Sunshine's flood level traversal, and also the non-flood areas of that game can be a bit wonky control-wise. So I'm erring towards Odyssey right now. I'm not formally saying so, but that's my thinking.
But is its goodness looking? That was some words. Is how good it looks. Obviously, they both look fantastic. But then, is Odyssey really just already benefiting from what Sunshine did to 3D Mario, and is just benefiting from the further ahead technology and just benefiting from graphics that are already a thing?
This is an argument I come across quite a lot with Hannah as well when we're talking about my favorite Disney movie, which is Moana.
Solid choice.
She thinks that it's very much kind of but it was made like later than all these other movies, so surely just the technology is
the path has been paved for it already.
Yeah, and I can see that argument, but I'm just kind of thinking in terms of like level design and things like that. I don't know. Yeah, it's very close. I will say.
So like Kevin Owens handing the list to Chris Jericho and him looking at it and going, "Why is my name on this?" I'm going with Mario Odyssey.
No, I think I'm going for Sunshine.
I am Mario. So I've said within this last hour and a half multiple times I have the personal stake in Mario Sunshine. However, Mario Odyssey is the perfect sequel to a 3D Mario game since Mario Sunshine. Like, it is filled with creativity, with like not only from Nintendo's part, but like for the options that the player can then rip out of that game to complete almost any of the objectives. The smoothness of how it plays, the just like New Donk City, that entire sequence in New Donk City, I have very rarely, if ever, teared up at a video game. But the musical number and the complete bombardment of both nostalgia and like not only bringing back Pauline as like
the main,
like and just making like the Mario universe as a full circle, but also like that entire sequence, that musical number is one of the best things to ever grace video games ever.
It's real good.
Like to the point where I played that game twice just to I played that sequence multiple times in of itself, but I played the game full twice, and then spent more time in that sequence than anything. Like the open world nature of each of those levels harkens back to what I love about Sunshine, but allows for the creativity from the player. It's not as rigid and structured as Sunshine is. And like you got to remember, like one of my favorite games of all time is Metal Gear Solid 3 and Metal Gear Solid 5, where those games just sort of like they set the rules and then they let the player loose. And there is no Mario game ever that has done that. Like this was like off the back of Breath of the Wild, where Nintendo gave complete control to the player. Like, if you want to fucking climb that mountain and jump off it, go for it. We've put the systems in place. Figure it out. I don't fucking know. Like being able to wall jump and get to the secret area in that cave with the coins on the top.
Yeah.
When there's no logical, like, if you as a regular player look at it and go like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? And you figure it out by like breaking the systems in, not like breaking them as in like, I'm doing like the backwards flip up the stairs in Mario 64. But like throwing the hat, catching it, and then wall jumping and then throwing the hat again, and like creating your own platforms and like breaking the rules in a way that's still within the rules is my shit entirely. Mario Sunshine, I love and I will always hold dear, but Mario Odyssey is, to me, the new Mario Sunshine.
Do you know what I find the hardest thing about like arguing these two against each other is like, I had a feeling that we'd get to the point where we would be talking about Sunshine v Odyssey, and just instinctively, like, my first choice is like easy Sunshine. And I think I object so much because I feel bad that I think I agree that I think Odyssey does take it, but I think I feel so bad because, like, always, like, if you ask me what your favorite Mario game is, I'm always going to say Sunshine. But I think when you do put them together like this, I think I'm finding it difficult to agree that I actually think, yeah, maybe Odyssey is better.
Yeah, I guess that's
I
kind of the
also
thing that comes with when
like
you try and look at
Odyssey.
it objectively and try to take the kind of personal stakes out of it. Then that's what you come across.
Even objectively, like these two games are so similar in nature, where they're trying to do something vastly different with the 3D Mario formula, where you get to the point where it's just like, in my head, it is neck and neck. Like,
oh, definitely.
But at the same time, like, Odyssey gave me so much. Like, it reminded me why I fucking play these fucking video games consistently. Like, and also, you know, removing lives, removing the penalty. Like, it wasn't removing the penalty of death wasn't like a detriment to the game. It just meant like, okay, I need to refigure this out. It wasn't like, oh, I'm fucking stressed out now. I've got 0 lives left and I'm on this floodless level of fuck, shit. There was no moment like that in Odyssey where and also it has that. It shouldn't be cool, but why is that ending sequence where you take over Bowser with the rock song so fucking cool? And then all the stuff after that with like, oh, what's Peach doing here? Like, oh, let me go get the rest of these moons. Why are there so many moons? There's so much to do in that game.
Oh yeah.
There's so much to do. Like, if I didn't just, eventually put it down just due to like, oh, there's a new game out, whatever. I think Splatoon 2 came out or something, so I swapped over. Like, if that never came out, like, if another game hadn't come out, I probably I'd carried on playing Odyssey for throughout 2017.
People can eagerly await our Splatoon bracket.
It's that Octopus Pass. What was it called? I don't know.
First round, Kid versus Squid.
So I think we're pretty agreed.
We got a final.
Odyssey.
So that leaves us, lads, to the big final. Super Mario Bros. 3 v Mario Odyssey. Think about what we've said over this last hour and 30 minutes. The journey that we've been on, from dingleberries to other brackets to quarterfinals and semi-finals and now the final. Where are we feeling?
It does pretty much come down to 2D versus 3D.
Pretty much the perfect distillation of 2D Mario.
You can just score this on preference, I guess.
To be honest, if realistically I thought my favourite game was Sunshine, it has been beaten by Odyssey. I will be damned if another game is gonna beat it. So I'm, without even throwing my reasons out there, first of all, I am just gonna formally say Mario Odyssey.
I know me and Joel feel pretty strongly about Mario 3.
I think 3 you can probably just call the quintessential Mario experience.
Yeah, I'd argue that.
It wants to be about Mario. My thoughts initially will always go to 2D Mario. Will be bopping them blocks with my head. There's no big Mario here. But I'm gonna lean towards 3.
No.
I'm so glad I'm not in the same room at the minute. Ollie's sleeping on the fucking couch.
How can you talk to me about having a tear in your eye going through that whole sequence?
Sorry, Rick.
What everything has... Ignoring that. What everything that Odyssey is, the journey that it's taken us on through the Mario experience, how good of a game that is, how how beautifully seamless it is, the creativity, the wonder, the fucking hat. Like, it is just... I do strongly believe that as beautiful as Super Mario Bros. 3 is, it is great. It is a fantastic game. It is everything that Mario is for a lot of people. But there is a time where you have to sit Grandpa down and let someone else take over. And I think that's what Odyssey is.
I'm picturing 3D Mario from Odyssey just taking Mario's 2D sprite round the back of the woodshed with a shotgun. Old Yeller style.
Taking the fire flower around the back of the shed.
We can appreciate everything that 2D Mario has done. However, there is no shame in admitting that what we have now is arguably a better game. Not necessarily a better experience, but I personally think that obviously we can look to 2D Mario for where Mario Odyssey is now, but I just think that Odyssey is just too fantastic to not give it the number one spot at this point.
And I think you're wrong.
There'll be a short intermission while Ollie gets slapped around the face.
Jacob.
Yes. Are you?
I want to hear what you've got to say before. Because
yeah, this is. I mean, it wouldn't be the final if it wasn't really hard, I guess. Jeez.
Oh boy.
Put me on the spot. I'm like, oh gosh, oh man.
Proper Luigiing over here.
Mamma mia.
Oh, Mario!
Let me level with you then, Jacob.
Yes.
You're stuck on a desert island and you only get one Mario game.
Oh. Is that fair though?
That's what this tournament is, friends.
Clearly-o. It's Mario Tennis Aces.
When I think of a faultless Mario game, I think Odyssey would probably edge it, if I'm honest.
Yes.
But that's really, really close, and it would, like, it doesn't really seem fair, but it probably is a side effect of the advancement in technology.
But it's okay to accept that.
Yeah.
We're allowed to enjoy things.
Mario Brothers 3 will never age. At some point, Mario Odyssey will be old, and we'll have the same complaints about it that we do about Sunshine and 64 and Galaxy, which is that the camera and this one did it better. If we do this in another 10 years, in another 15 years, we'll have the same conversation, and I guarantee that Super Mario Brothers 3 will wind up somewhere in the top 5 games of all time of Mario when we do this discussion again at some point in the future, because it has outlasted everything.
I think
everything.
Whatever the next 3D Mario game is, will have a good chance of topping Odyssey. Whatever the next 2D Mario is will not top 3.
Exactly. Like Super Mario Brothers 3, the perspective, the way that it plays, the simplicity to it, like, of course, like Odyssey, what I said about, like, you know, the creativity and what it allows the players to do is incredibly important and, you know, vastly superior to Sunshine. But when you compare it to Super Mario Brothers 3, a game that has outlasted everything, like ports, remakes, updates, you know, Switch Online, you know, at some point Mario Odyssey will be old and decrepit and we'll think this was great in 2017, and, you know, but at some point there will be the next jump in 3D platformers which will revolutionize everything again at some point, because the things that have revolutionized 3D platformers since 64 have been mechanical stuff and the creativity available. So like, like, hey, the camera works now. But at some point that won't be enough to keep Odyssey on top.
But we're not talking about the future.
But
we're
this
talking
is
about
this,
now.
We're talking
yeah,
overall.
but this is everything. Everything. Super Mario 3 has outlasted everything. It's outlasted its successor, which was World. Because
that's still a good thing, but we can still accept that, all good things maybe have to come to an end.
But it won't. That's good thing.
And that's the thing is in if you consider the greatest Mario games of all time, what will outlast everything? What is the cockroach of Mario games?
Yeah, but that's because there's a lot less going on in Mario 3. There's less
less
to get wrong.
But that's also like why Metal Gear Solid 3 is a better game than Metal Gear Solid 5. Or why, Wind Waker is still a better game than Breath of the Wild.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I agree with your previous assessment there, where you say that the next Mario game is going to technically do things that Mario Odyssey did.
I mean, like the next, you know what I mean, like not
how
the
much
next...
can you? Because I mean, when we were talking about the advancements made from something like 64 to Sunshine, we said that the main thing it had to fix was the camera, for instance, and we used the camera as an example for Odyssey and its future title, whatever that might be. I just feel like it gets to a point where it's diminishing returns at this point, to where Mario Odyssey pretty much is, when you boil it down, the quintessential 3D Mario experience. And I really don't know how much more they can improve it other than changing the gimmicks around, like
NVIDIA Hairworks in Mario's mustache,
Cappy or something.
It's already basically arguably the perfect Mario game, the perfect Mario experience, and I think that.
But that's also Mario 3. That's also Mario 3. Like, Mario 3 is, you're hopping, you're jumping, you're getting chased by suns, you've got your power-up storage, you got your toads, it is Mario distilled down into such a fine minutia that has never been met since.
As fine as it is, it's just
it is like fine wine. It is.
Yeah, but there's a time where maybe I don't want wine.
It is like a nice,
chilled cola from the fridge with a hat on.
If we're looking at the full kind of picture of things, I would argue that, because when I kind of try and look at the full picture, it's going to be obviously the way it plays, graphically, musically, X, Y, and Z. I would argue that I don't think Mario 3 is some of the best music in the whole series.
True.
Odyssey's got it there.
He's got, and also it's a better,
Even
I
on
like
the
the
NES,
story.
I feel like Mario's 1 and 2 could possibly have better soundtracks than Mario 3 does.
No, Mario 3's got Mario 3 best Mario 2.
Maybe Mario 2, but I mean, in terms of, I just feel like if we're looking at all of these games, soundtrack wise, I know it's one point in many. Oh wow, beeps and boops.
Wow, beeps and boops. Get that orchestra.
Compared to friggin'
I mean, it's still the same. I mean, I think it's still the same guy that does all the Odyssey music, that did all the old music.
Doesn't change anything.
Well, realistically, I think Odyssey. I think Odyssey takes it as the best Mario game. And Ollie, I appreciate that you're obviously leaning towards World here, and I don't want to whack this out right now. However, not World, sorry, 3. But you haven't played enough of Odyssey to get that much of an opinion.
I've played roughly 3 hours of Odyssey,
which, in my opinion,
enjoyed my time.
I don't think you've played
Ollie,
enough.
You understand where I'm coming from on this.
I absolutely understand where you're coming from.
However, if we're going to put that in there, I would like to demolish Ollie's right to vote.
I am distilling this down to its simplest form of I will vote for the best 2D Mario over the best 3D Mario every time.
Mario 3 is the Dusty Roads of Mario games. It is.
That's why I want to throw that out there. Ollie's not played all of Odyssey, so why does his vote count properly?
You have not played all of these games
No.
that you cast a vote on.
But I have played.
You can't
Mario
strip
3.
me of my vote now because I disagree with you.
I absolutely
Do you know
can.
what that is? That is... What is that?
Do you know what that is? Because I don't know.
It just makes me mad.
It
makes me mad because...
That's fascism. That's what that is. You're a fascist.
I'm just mad that I know how much Ollie will properly appreciate Odyssey if he plays the whole game, which I've been nagging him to do.
I'm not knocking Odyssey in any way. I've enjoyed what I've played, and I will continue to enjoy it when I continue to play it.
But you're still
but
wrong.
I would still pick the OG 2D Mario.
Well, I wouldn't.
That is, in my mind, that is just my vision of Mario and always will be.
Well, you're wrong.
Why did we pick an even number of people for this?
I generally don't know what we did. We even really establish what happens if it is a complete deadlock.
Hang on.
What are you doing?
Hang on.
Are you going to ring McGinley? He's going to ring McGinley.
I felt that was where it was going.
No, because what if he hasn't played them both? Then it doesn't count.
We're going to take his first answer.
You know what? I'm happy with that. Why not? Oh, he was connected in. Wow. Our first caller.
Well, this is unexpected.
Thomas, we need a snap answer. Super Mario Brothers 3 or Mario Odyssey?
Super Mario Brothers 3.
No!
The man has answered.
Yes! No! Yes! You're all fucking pricks.
I'll accept it. If McGinley says so, I'll accept it.
We got the tiebreaker. And I think we're going to have to conclude there.
I would love to see Lauren's face right now. But yeah, no,
You're the host.
If it's outvoted, that's fair enough. Mario 3 is a fantastic game and it does deserve it. But yeah, it's just not the way I do it.
Lauren, you are hosting. Wrap things up.
Well, thank you everyone for joining me for what has been the biggest waste of my time. If you are like me and think that these motherfuckers are wrong as fuck and prefer the magic and wonder that is Mario Odyssey, then thank you. If you agree with the others, then no thank you. And I hope
you agree with my opinion, your opinion doesn't count because I'm a fascist.
Oh, fuck off. But no, this has been episode 1 of RanKING. I hope you've enjoyed ranking Mario with us. If you enjoyed ranking Mario, want to see more of Mario, and you would like us to go through the spin-offs, then that's probably going to be even more chaotic.
Mario Tennis Ace is taking the win.
So we also plan to rank other things, such as RPGs and Pokemon games, but if you have any other comments, our 3 listeners, we would love to hear them.
Excuse me, it's 9.
Is it? Oh, look at us go. One of them's probably me. That's pretty good. Although...
Joel.
Yeah?
Will you tone us out of here?
Toad is out. Take it away, Toad.